Yo, what's up? What's up? It's your boy Domo Domuto back with another video. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Look, Andrew Tate got banned from all the, the popular social media apps. That's crazy. The funny thing is he don't even post his own. He don't even be posting clips like that. So he just got banned for by other people. You know what I'm saying? That's crazy. But let's get into the video, man. Why Instagram is wrong for banning Andrew Tate by Playback. You know what I'm saying?
Meta announced on Friday it had removed controversial influencer Andrew Tate from Facebook and IG platforms. TikTok told Forbes that it's conducting an investigation. So there's also news as well that there's a possibility he's going to be bopped off of TikTok. Also, just FYI, I don't know if y'all know this, he doesn't upload on TikTok. Don't know if y'all know that either. So banning him from TikTok more than likely means that, of course, if you post something on TikTok that features Andrew Tate, it might get bopped. But yo, his hashtag 13 billion on TikTok.
Damn.
13 billion.
Damn.
Bill will.
Bro, I thought
Bill.
Andrew Tate is teaching young boys to be violent misogynists. It's time for social media platforms to do something. Andrew Tate is an influencer and former kickboxer who violently misogynistic, homophobic videos have propelled him to global fame among young men.
Damn.
He said that women and men are property and that victims should bear some responsibility for their attacks. Last month, he was Googled more than Donald Trump and Kim Kardashian combined.
Which is true. Which is also true. So here's some of the things. I want you to
let's see if we need a cancel.
I want you to have an open mind. No, it's just better here. Here's the property clip. I want you to have an open mind to this now.
Okay.
Here's the property clip.
That women are property.
So I think my sister is her husband's property, yes. When a bride is walking down the aisle to marry the groom, the father walks next to her and gives her away. True or false?
That is something that happens, yes.
So you're giving her away, correct?
Yes.
Does that not sound, at least in some way, semi-related to property at some degree?
Some form of ownership, yes.
Form of ownership. Does the Bible say the woman owns the husband owns the woman?
I believe it does.
Does the Quran
Yes.
say that the man owns the woman?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. So this is all ancient, right? All the things I'm saying are things that largely accepted by society forever.
Yeah.
I'm not saying anything new. I'm not saying anything which is really, truly even controversial. The whole world agrees.
And let me say something about that. I hate when people, when people bring up like stuff like this, understand, this is old. Way before women was able to get the right education, to have the right to do whatever, vote, and all that stuff, right? So women has evolved since the whatever, those laws back in the day. You know what I'm saying? We as people has evolved. Women can do more. Women can do this. Women can do that. For granted, are women stronger? No. Are women stronger than men? Most of them not, okay? For the majority, no, right? But anyway, but still, so women can get their own thing now. Like, they can, they get their own job. They could be owners of top companies now. It's different. It's different now. The world has evolved since these days. So it's cool to be a traditional man, because there's still some women that want to be a traditional wife and, stay at home, cook and clean. So, but they stay over there, and we, the other people stay over here. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it should meet in the middle. If you want that over here, stay over there. You want that, stay over there. You know what I'm saying?
Agreed that the woman belongs to the man when she decides to give herself to a man. The whole world agreed that. Now, I'm not saying that a woman walking down the street by herself, a single woman, is some kind of property to
You know what that is?
whatever.
You know what that is?
I'm not saying that.
That's like when something sounds bad, but it makes sense.
Yeah.
Because, like, if I marry a Muslim woman, I'm going to have to ask for her hand to her father.
Yep.
So that doesn't mean that she's her father's property or that she will eventually be my property.
Right.
That's just a mean way of looking at it. It just means that, like, you're going to look after her.
Yeah.
Like you want to take care of her.
A concept that everybody, especially
But if you're not
Christian,
traditional,
if you're not, fine. Majority of people, especially in America, they follow those traits when they get married. That is a very common belief that we all abide by. When you go to a wedding, especially a Christian one, and the father is walking his daughter down the aisle, nobody does not sit here and say, "Oh my God, oh man, I'm being appropriated. The patriarchy's going crazy again." Nobody doesn't say that. Nobody says that. Nobody says that. You all sit there and you're okay with that. Christians who y'all fake the funk like y'all Christians. Y'all not really Christians. Y'all don't really read the Bible. Read the Bible, bro. Several times in the Bible, it referenced women being weaker vessels. Women are supposed to. Yeah, that is.
Oh wow.
Women are supposed to be subordinate to their husbands. Like it says that all the time. Y'all sitting there acting as if like what he's saying is that obscure, but it sounds like to me as a Christian you didn't read the Bible. But that's not news to me. That's a lot.
There's
of
different types of Christians and different types of Bibles, right? Maybe, is it possible that another Bible says something else?
Almost every Bible, maybe not word for word, but especially under Christianity, every Bible refers to women as like a subordinate figure or less than in some capacities to men, especially in marriage.
Ever seen a woman try and do anything?
Why does he have that?
Like, imagine a girl pick this up. If I pick this up, you ain't fucking with me. I'd have my left hand, I'd still like jab, I'd fucking swing low, take your fucking knee out. You ain't gonna see it coming.
The fuck is that?
Yeah. Slap the machete, slap her in the face. One hand, machete, and then backhand. I perfected this in pimp school. When I got my PhD, we had to practice if a girl comes at you, you cheated, you cheating. It's bang out the machete, boom in her face, then grip her up by the neck. Like, shut up, bitch! Her panties get wet.
What the fuck?
Machete's on the floor, her panties are all wet. You go, fuck her. That's how it goes. Slap, slap, grab, choke, shut up, bitch, sex. These are the basic moves.
Hey, look, he's wrong.
No, he's wrong.
But it's funny, but he's still wrong.
I would not take what he's saying serious. The crazy part about it, these are things. I want to be clear as well to the people out there. These are the things that Forbes is.
Have you ever beat a woman before?
So then that was the other thing. That there is a clip running around. We can't show it because it's pretty brutal. Mm-hmm. That he slapped a woman and then
he actually did it.
No, wait, but then it was later revealed that he said it was a sexual kink thing that they did.
Oh.
And then she also confirmed that as well.
Oh.
It's something that's been going on for a while.
Fuck did someone get a video of them?
That's what he says as well. That. Why would I, as somebody she's trying to hide me being someone who's willing to bop women, would allow somebody to record it while we're sitting here doing it and not know that he's recording me.
But you could tell when you're slapping someone sexually though. It's not the same thing. Like if I'm choking someone sexually, you could tell when it's a real choke and a sexual choke. They're different types of chokes.
I mean, well, it wasn't like they were in mid-sex. They was like almost. This is what they said.
They in public?
Apparently, no, this is in private as well. This is not public.
What the fuck? Okay, whatever.
So that right there also dispels that concept as well. And then here's the last one where it says women should be controlled. You put your imprint on them. You know what I'm saying?
I'll blow up the internet. I'll blow up the internet right fucking now. The reason 18 and 19-year-olds are more attractive than 25-year-olds is because they've been through I don't give a shit. People will sit there and go, oh, you can't say that. Yes, I can. A 19-year-old is more attractive than a 26-year-old woman. That 26-year-old has talked to more guys, been to the club more times, been more places, been fucked and dumped more times, more arguments, more heartbreak, more bullshit, more mess for me to clean up. Whereas a 19-year-old might have had one guy from high school, just broke up, she's fresh, and I can fucking put my imprint on her and make her a good person. And without.
That's weird, man. That is weird. You a grown ass man preying on little fresh out of high school girls. I don't care if it's legal or not. Like that shit weird, bro. Shit weird. Like I don't even I'm only 23. I'll be 24 next month. You know what I'm saying? I only mess with 21 and up right now. 21 and up. Maybe 20, but 21 and up. Like I don't even go that low. But I don't know.
I don't know.
Good person. Andrew Tate's gonna make her a good person. It's cap.
So
Andrew Tate is gonna be the reason that she ends up putting up barriers and walls with the next person.
So those are the three clips that Forbes is referencing. I think a lot of people are referencing as well and trying to show an example. Personally, I believe
this is the clip he was most wrong in my opinion.
Yeah, but in my opinion, there's definitely much worse. There's the grape where as a woman she bears some responsibility for being great, but it's very misleading in what it's saying.
See, victim blaming.
Yeah, when it comes to graping. So yeah, there are several other ones that are worse. first, those are the ones that stood out the most, where a lot of people who are activists or want to be activists and went towards Facebook, IG, got a couple of companies backing behind them, and then they basically told them like, hey man, like this guy is dangerous, take him down. So I'm gonna say this: every single time you may agree with Andrew Tate, he'd be like, oh, you agree with him? Oh, like as if like what he can't say can't have some truth behind it. Personally speaking, I understand the concept of deplatforming Andrew Tate. If he violates TOS, then I mean that's just what's going to have to happen. Right. A lot of people sitting there saying, freedom of speech, but the reality is that all of these platforms, they have TOS for a reason. And if you break those terms of services, then you potentially will be deplatformed or banned from these services. That they believe that he broke TOS, which I could see somebody coming to that conclusion. Then okay, I mean that is unfortunately the reality in which we live in. Platforms have those terms of service for a reason. When you post content on them, you have to abide by them. Again, just FYI though, Andrew Tate was not the one who was posting those. Just let people know. It's so interesting to me that people are willing to take down Andrew Tate, but y'all do realize that all of these programs that we just saw him, at least not all of them, a good portion of them are him doing a stream or a podcast with somebody else. But y'all are not saying that they have to be banned. No. They have to take down these streams. Well, I guess eventually they will, but he wasn't doing it. It was other people
talk your shit, low.
The things that he was saying. All right, so yeah, if it's a terms of service, fine. But this is where I have to get Alpha Dog.
Oh, put your hands up.
Oh no, not just hands.
The glasses.
Not the glasses.
Oh my goodness. A glass swap, bro. This is once in a lifetime shit, man. We've never seen this before. The ring? Where's my ring? Fuck, I came unprepared.
You came unprepared, man.
Unprepared.
Put the glasses on, man. Let's put the glasses on, man. Let's be clear about what I'm about to say next. We as men are getting tired of y'all taming what we have to say, but not holding that same level of criticism to everyone else. It is amazing to me that we could react to a video where there is a black woman on YouTube sitting here saying that she wants to abort black male babies, and she has been on that site for 5 years with a verified account with over 100,000 subscribers.
I seen that.
And millions, tens of millions of viewerships on her page. Yet nobody doesn't say anything. We're getting tired of the inconsistencies in which you are upholding people. We all know for a fact that the way that men are being treated versus women being treated in some capacities is not the same. And I'm getting tired of hearing that it isn't that way.
Hold on. Did that nigga got a Lakers ring? What the fuck is that? Low? Is that big baller low? Me? Damn, that nigga balling. But anyway, yeah, I totally agree with what they're saying right here. I have seen some clips of women just putting down, man, like crazy, like just as bad as Andrew Tate is, like it is going like it's just like it's just pushed under the rug, but. Yeah.
I was in a Twitter space literally yesterday, and a woman was sitting here telling me society has made it just normal, or it's okay to push aside when a woman is being physically bopped. That's what she said. She said that society has made it normal to where it's okay for women to be bopped, and we just sweep it underneath the rug.
I was on a stream 2 days ago, and it was relationship therapy. A woman came in, and she was explaining how she beat her boyfriend's ass, and no one batted a word. I was still like, hold on, wait, you did.
It is so socially normal for women to put their hands on men, and nobody don't care about it, that they will openly admit it. Not only did you say it, bro. Ronda Rousey in her book openly admit
she beat someone
to her boyfriend.
Damn, she's a UFC fighter,
and she's a professional fighter, and she openly admitted that. Do you think
that?
Yeah. So again, we all know that there are inequalities in the way that we levy criticism, men versus women. We know this already, but for whatever reason, when it comes to men and us having a voice,
and you men, every time a woman be fucking up a guy, fighting him. As soon as a man raises his hand, hey, bro, don't hit her, bro. She's a woman, bro. Like, Drew, you see the last 5 minutes when she was just smacking the shit out of me? But all of a sudden, when I raise my hand, or if I, lay a good one on her to get her off me, what's going on? You know what I'm saying? No, I agree. Don't lay your hand on nobody, bro. Let it go. If you're in an argument with somebody, let it go, bro. Just let it go. It's never that serious.
In these spaces, every time it's being silenced, it's being tamed, it's being stripped from what actually the purpose of it is. Every single time we do this thing, y'all sit here and y'all take people's words out of context and make it seem like they're saying something that they're actually not. Y'all did this with Kevin Samuels as well. Everybody doesn't agree with everything that they're saying, but when y'all sit there and purposefully take words out of context and sit here and try to tell what men are and are not supposed to be saying, and then even when they say it, oh, it needs to be tamed, it needs to be put in this tone, it needs to be said like this. No, because for years, women had no problem with sitting here using being gay as a tool or instrument to incite some form of put down to men. Women had no problem at all openly admitting that they don't mind raping men if they deny them of sex.
True.
Women have no problem at all sitting here saying that they don't mind putting their hand.
Bruh, have you ever? I seen where man has like said that they deny their woman sex, and women hate that shit. If a woman get denied sex, they think it's them. They're unpretty. Oh, you gay? What? Like, no, I just don't want to have sex today, or I don't have sex with you. You know what I'm saying? Like, that shit wild how women just and it. But if a woman it's I am not about to get into that.
Hands on men, or at least openly acknowledging it. We just went through a whole Amber Heard situation where she openly admitted it on phone. Hey, who you think they're gonna believe? Yes, Johnny, you're the one who is the victim. She openly admitted
I've heard that
it.
before in my life too.
I've heard it as well.
Who do
you think they're gonna believe? So
That's
fair
true.
enough. If you all want to silence certain men because you think their rhetoric is going to push beyond some form of violence in real life, fair enough. If you believe it breaks terms of service, fair enough. We just asked for some form of consistency. Bro, we just sat here and saw Erica Banks twerk in the front of a bunch of high schoolers. A grown woman doing a sexual act to a bunch of teenagers. And it's just on Twitter. Who
What
cares?
the fuck?
She just did that. She did it, was
Look.
recording it, everything is
What the? Hold on, hold on. Let me do a quick Google search real quick. Let me play the video.
fine.
That shit wild.
If a man did that exact same thing to a
No,
bunch
I'm
of
not-
women, he did a
that
sexual
sounded
act
wrong.
to a bunch of teenage girls, he'd get canceled immediately. Just like that. Just like that.
So what you're saying is
Just to be consistent.
there's
the
no
fuck?
consistency.
There's no consistency. So that's my second point. My third and final point is this. Y'all
Erica Banks is 23 years old, twerking in front of little 16-year-old boys at a high school. That's crazy. Nigga, Meg Thee Stallion be shaking her ass. She don't do that shit. Like, what the... And she just getting away with that probably because Erica Banks ain't as popular. That's wild. 23. I'm 23. I wouldn't go to high school and start gyrating. What the fuck? That's wild. That's wild. But since the boys was enjoying it, they were like, "Oh, it's just fun." Like, what the? Nah, that's wild. What made you
I
think
think y'all
that?
getting rid of Andrew Tate is going to change anything. I'm sorry to tell you, it's not.
It's too late.
It's way too late.
There are like millions of people that's gonna copy what he did.
Too late. He already has proven. He's proven that this works. The next person is, hey, I'm gonna do exactly what he did, and it may even be something. It may even be even more extreme, but it's too late. So instead of trying to attack
that's wild, though.
the image or the caricature, what the actual problem is, address the concern and actually listen to men when they're voicing their concerns and problems instead of pushing it aside. In the same Twitter space that I was in, we were talking about men's problems and things like that. Immediately it was like, well, it doesn't really matter. That doesn't
men's
really
problems
matter.
get dismissed quick. Huh?
Dismiss immediately.
They do.
Quick.
Immediately.
It is what it is.
And that I don't think it is what it is, because then once more, especially if you want to continue to remove people like Andrew Tate, it's going to be
Women's mental illness get taken way more serious than man. Like, and I can't blame women for that because, man, sometimes men are just brought up to just get up and dust stuff off and just get back to it, like, and get back to work. Like, it's, you know what I'm saying? I remember in high school, I played football, right? I used to play football. I quit. So sophomore year, the end of sophomore year, I was playing. I accidentally injured one of my teammates. We would drill. Accident happened, right? So I was fucked up about it. Like, man, I just injured my dude. I don't really want to practice no more. My coach in my ear talk about, oh, injuries happen all the time. Like, I don't like hurting. Like, I don't like hurting people. So it just fucked me up, and I never stepped on the football field after that, right? And if my coach would have took my shit serious, he would let me sit on the sideline for the rest of practice, let me get over that, because it was the last day of school, and nobody wanted to fucking practice, and just let me just take my little break, the break off. Maybe I would have came back, but nah, I was pretty fucked up about that.
Another one that exists because all as men we sit here and we look at this. We look at the reality and we like, yo, me or someone in general.
You.
No, I think from a societal standpoint, men's problems should be taken way more serious.
Yeah, I
way
agree
more
with you,
serious.
The reason I say it is what it is because there's not much you could do about it.
Oh no,
right.
But what I'm saying, you're right. But I think that if men are just asking for their problems to be taken more seriously, and when we voice those problems and concerns that they are being heard and not just pushed aside, then we need to we need to understand that's all we're asking for. And if you give us that at bare minimum, I don't think that there's going to be that many men that are willing to be consumed by Andrew Tate's rhetoric that could then result into some form of violence in the real world. I don't believe that is the case because those men just want to be heard. They just want to be felt. They just want to be respected. That's all they want. But when they dig down the rabbit hole of the dark side of the internet and they end up on Andrew Tate or Ben Shapiro or 4chan or wherever they end up on, then we can't sit here and act as if like those men are not going to exist anymore because y'all just sit here and ban this nigga. Right. Or y'all ban Ben Shapiro, or you ban Alex Jones, or you ban whoever y'all want to ban. They still exist. The fact that y'all are banning Andrew Tate.
So keep in mind that wasn't the main reason why I quit football. At the end of the day, that wasn't it. It was a bunch of stuff happening before that, but that was kind of like the last straw.
Let you know that they still exist. They existed back when y'all did that to Alex Jones, Ben Shapiro. Now with him, they still exist. So y'all acting like they don't exist is ridiculous, bro.
But more importantly, let's not pretend like these social media platforms have a backbone.
That's another thing.
Most of them
they don't
couldn't
care.
give less a fuck what he's talking about.
Right.
If he makes them money, they will keep him on the platform.
Facts.
If they think they'll lose money by keeping him on the platform, they will pack his ass up. They're making money moves. They couldn't give less a fuck about your political views. They will side with whatever political view will get them to the bread. You feel me?
I'm gonna tell you right now, Facebook, IG in particular, you can suck my fucking fat dick, nigga. Instagram has been the leading cause of depression amongst millennials and Gen Z for years at this point. Years. Y'all pick conveniency when y'all want to uphold certain laws, restrictions, and rules to people, which I find very, very idiotic.
Go wouldn't let me.
It's
I have good people in the case. I trust due process with Instagram. I'm actually quite understanding of their position. I do understand it very, very well. I'm not angry at them in any regard. It's not a big loss for me. It's not something I use too often. But I do understand their position because we're actually living in a world now where it's kind of strange. This is an unprecedented period of human history. And we have internet sensationalism, global sensationalism on a scale which has never happened before. And also we have the ability to edit things so quickly, right? So you can say something on a stream and they can remove all context, or you can say something and they can change the tone of your voice, or you can...
That's why I take what people, like when I see a clip, I be like, I take it with a grain of salt because maybe they were trying to, usually when you see a clip, they really trying to explain something, but to get to what they're trying to say, they got to say where they got to say in that middle part. That middle part will usually get clipped, right? The part that says something fucked up before they get to the conclusion of what they're trying to say, right? But the internet's going internet. You know what I'm saying? The internet going to internet.
It's already happened to me many times, yes.
Exactly. And then what they can do is they can throw that in front of a hate mob, and then internet sensationalism can take control. and people can start to believe in narratives which are false, and then people have to take some kind of action against that. So I understand all these things. I understand that with great power and great influence comes great responsibility. And I'm very understanding of the situation. I think that I'm a strongly religious man. I believe that God will prevail, the truth will prevail.
Right.
The one thing that's a little bit annoying, I mean, because a lot of people have been insulting me for a long time on all platforms, and that's fine. It really doesn't bother me because I'm an extremely strong person. I know that some people would be very, very uncomfortable in my position. Not many people can sleep at night with the kind of death threats I've been getting, but for me, it's been fine, right?
You're getting death threats?
Oh yeah, I get, and this is the thing that's crazy, right? So I would get 10
think
to
that's
20,000
kinda
death
cap.
threats a day.
Yeah.
I do think without that, I think he gets.
He
those
caps
threats.
on his ranges a lot.
Yeah, no. I think he gets those threats though for sure, but not the amount that you
10 to
just said. 10 to
20.
20 was-
Yeah, but
Come on,
millions
come on,
a year.
Come on, Andrew. Come on, Andrew. Come on, come on.
Million is
Via
crazy.
Instagram,
Via Instagram.
and they would take no action, even if I reported them. However, they've now decided I'm the danger, and even the people who were supporting me, I was crazy. Yeah, I was saying, look, if you're going to support me in public, if you're going to discuss things in comments, please do it respectfully, because hate on hate, it ain't going to
I
get
have a question.
right?
The guys saying in the DMs that are going to kill you. Be honest. If they saw you in person, do you think they'd keep that same energy?
I know, of course not, but it's just about the fact that,
Who
there's
does
a lot of
that?
hate around
Everybody
the
on the
internet,
internet
and I
do that
don't
shit.
believe that hate versus hate is going to win.
So Andrew, what I've learned on the internet now, it's a new generation of the internet. The internet is different now, and whatever you say that is hateful gets more likes, more clicks, and
Right.
it gets more attention. Because listen, you probably get thousands of comments that are showing love and praisal, right? But the ones that stick out the most are the hate ones. The ones that are like, he's really saying that shit. So that's why they do it. They do it because they want the clicks, they want the attention, they want the likes. That's
They want all that.
Yeah, and it's really interesting about how it's going to shape the world, right? Because, like I said, with great power comes great responsibility. Now I have millions and millions of people who are my fans, and I was literally teaching them and telling them on Instagram 3 days ago, if you want to defend me, then stick up for me in a respectful way. Even if they're insulting me or threatening my life, do it in a respectful way, because just arguing back and forth in a bitter, immature, hate on hate way isn't going to work. Show that if you're a fan of Andrew Tate, you're a respectful person. And I was trying to teach respect.
And you Andrew Tate fan that was in my comment, I got a video that did crazy for me, right? And you niggas is wild. I ain't gonna lie. Y'all know who y'all are. Y'all know who y'all are. Y'all know who you niggas is weird. Call a nigga Top G is crazy. I ain't gonna
all these millions of young men, and now who knows where they're going to go, right? And you're right, it's kind of crazy where the internet has all these black holes of pure degeneracy or hatred, because that's what gets the most views, and it's a shame.
It does. Now I want to ask you a question.
Yeah.
So I think there's ways in which Andrew Tate could be skewing what he's saying, but once more, things like that just don't get shown. And it was the same thing with Kevin Samuels, where y'all don't show the full context of what people are saying. He has openly stated several times to people, stop spreading hate to other people who are also spreading hate, because it's not going to get you nowhere. And once more, Kevin Samuels and various other people would say the same thing, but y'all would just take them out of context purposefully because you want to push a narrative. And all I'm saying is just be consistent. That's all I really, really want, because it comes across as extremely unfair as a man's point of view when y'all sit here and y'all don't uphold TOS or certain rules and regulations to other parts of the community. I think it's very unfair, and I do believe this does nothing more but add more validity to who Andrew Tate was and what he stands for. And trust me when I say 2 months will be another Andrew Tate. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. But hey, man, those are our thoughts. If you want to hear more about what we think about Andrew Tate, put the video on the screen, dog. We got another.
Man, shout out to Playback. Shout out to Low End Agent. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? We gonna like the vid. You know what I'm saying? Make sure y'all like the vid. But yeah, man, him getting banned on social media because of some shit. I'm gonna say something, and it might be a little fucked up, but look. Let's say that kid's story is true, right? Where like them high schools are disrespecting their teachers, right? The problem is the parents. Why is the parents letting their kids watch Andrew Tate? Now, of course, Andrew Tate been everywhere. TikTok, like you can't really help that as a parent. Like he's just been on TikTok, Instagram. I see a clip randomly, you know what I'm saying? Like it's everywhere. Twitter. But But then again, Adrian Ross does have him on his platform a lot too. And Adrian Ross, come on, you know Adrian Ross' audience, they're little jits, you know what I'm saying, little kids, little high school, little middle school, to that age bracket. So Andrew Tate probably been influencing them because Adrian Ross he fucks with them. And I'm not blaming Adrian Ross. You know, Adrian Ross, he's a content creator. You know what I'm saying? He's doing his thing. So all in all, man, if you like my reaction, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll catch y'all next time. Peace.